Alright, boys, so the past couple of days there's been this thing going on that is hashtag fix 70 cents. So I made a whole list that we will be talking about shortly. But I want to just shout Amazing real quick. Go watch his video too. Okay, he's the one that brought like attention to this in the English community, at least as far as I'm concerned. At least I only found out about this because he made a video. I don't follow the French community, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, he didn't even link the French video, by the way. Good job, Amazing. Right, anyway, so he made his own list. You can go check it out. Go check his video out, right? Amazing Grand Cross. I'm not going to put his video in the description because he didn't put his video in the description. Right, so let's talk about some things I don't like. I already recorded this, but this was like 4 hours long, so I'm going to try and get it to like 20 minutes. So, let's get started. Now, first of all, I also want to say, I think the hashtag fix 70 cents movement is kind of random. I think nothing really like big happened recently for it like to warrant it. Like, people are calling it a stupid boycott. I don't think it's not a boycott, right? Relax, we're not seated, we're not, you know, nothing happened. But I do think, generally speaking, if you like a game, it is good to speak out about your issues with the game so that the devs can see it, because if no one's complaining, they think, oh, perfect game, let's get their money, right? So it's good to complain every now and then in a reasonable manner. So first of all, if Netmob is watching this, hey yo, I know it's the first time we've met. I'm a Grand Cross YouTuber. I have been for 2 years. If you want to acknowledge me in any type of way, everyone got codes but me. I don't have a global account, but like, you don't have to treat me like a little peasant. I am the third biggest English speaking Grand Cross YouTuber that still uploads. So hey, I made Nagato also. I'm just saying, right? I'm the only reason he's big, right? I'm just saying. All right, anyway, let's get into my list. So the first one is difference in ult effects from 1.6 to 6.6, right? Especially on like the new Diana it shows, especially on Trade Melee also shows, on Fest Gold it also shows. And then the exclusive 6.6 effects like Kusek, Margaret, who were back-to-back, and Ban, all three back-to-back festivals, right? But especially Margaret and Kusek because they're like actually like week-to-week. So that's stupid. And then this is like, with how hard, and I've mentioned this later, it is to get copies of a character in this game, you can't, especially if you're free to play. Right, bro, if you're free to play and you get a festival 2.6, like you're God's chosen child. Anyway, so if we look at this, right, inflicts quell effect by whatever, who cares, right? The damage increases, whatever, but the heal multiplier goes from 3% of the damage you do to 30%. And that's just messed up. And I swear it was 5 and 50% at some point, but I might be wrong. It is what it is. And then if you look at Meliodas and we go to Trade Meliodas, it's the same thing. The cleave multiplier, it starts from 50 to 100. And then it goes from the debuff from 5 to 30 as well. The same thing. The damage is fine, but then this is messed up. It shouldn't go up in this, like, that big steps. And then also, like, if you go to Gother, and we go to the Festival Gother, and we go here, it goes from 8 to 40. Now, here the damage actually matters too. It goes from 8% of your health to 40. You're telling me this is a festival I want to summon for, okay? If I'm free to play and I can get one copy, I saved up 900 because there's no shot you pull a festival for 900 anyway. You can't pull them, actually, it's fake. Inflicts damage equal to 8% of max HP on all enemies, and deletes 2 skills at random. You think that's an ultimate? That is not an ultimate. That is just not ultimate. I would call this bad if this was a regular like bronze card. I would say, you know what? Kind of mid, right? It's just not it. So, I mean, yeah, it's not it. It's just bad. So just in the future, because I doubt you're going to change all the characters, right? If the global team, if you're watching this, if you could just tell the actual devs of the game to relax a little bit on that one, that'd be lovely, right? Now let's open this again because I need the box background because I like it. Right, so the next one is the Constellation system. It's not good. It's just not good. It's just random. No one likes it, I think. Like, they introduced it and then it was just like, who cares? Like, I still have points to do and you can like auto it. As far as I'm concerned, you should go like the green point here. The green points give you health. It's broken, whatever, right? It's just a random system they added for no reason. No one asked for this. It is confusing, especially on JP, I mean, because, well, I don't speak the language, so I can't complain. But even on global, I think no one really cares or, like, bothered reading any of it because it's just a random bad system. No, I don't know how to fix it. Like I said, you can remove it now, but you're on crack for thinking it was a good idea, because it's just a stat boost, right? Like the more you wail out, the more stat boost you get, because we needed that apparently. I don't know, just weird. Now the bigger things. Banners are horrible. I think new fest units should be at 1%. And then we should have 4 other festivals, or if it's not a festival, it's a 600 unit banner. Then the other like main units at 0.5%, right? And then have 10 filler units only, and not like 20. And they should all be at like 0.2%. So we have 5% total raise, unless my math is wrong. But this is 2%, right? Because it's 10 times 0.2. This is 2%, and then this is 1%. So it's 5% total. I think we should go up to 7%. But I don't know how I would distribute it. Maybe like 1.25 on this one or something. I don't know. But I think in general, just make it easier to actually pull the new character. Because I've gone to 900 a lot more times than I have pulled the new unit. To get the unit. More, like, almost every time. And I know I'm just unlucky, but I'm not the only one. A lot of other people as well. Or a lot of other people, like, they have to get to like 600, 700 to get the unit. That should not be the case. Now, obviously, like, chances are chances. Some people are gonna get lucky, some people are gonna get unlucky. But if, like, 0.25 is not good for a unit, 0.5 is not good for a unit, 1% should be what it, like, that's just it. Like, 0.75 I would take as well. At least, like, just increase it so you can actually pull these characters. There's no way. There's just no way that the system we have right now is friendly with how many SA coins it takes, with how many gems it takes, with how many, I wouldn't say must summon banners, but like how many limited banners we're getting, and just how many gems you have to spend in general and everything, costumes, this and that. You can't expect people to spend 5,400 gems just to get a character to 6/6, just because you just can't pull them, because the chance is just that low. Right, same thing here. This is actually like my biggest pet peeve of the game. Not pet peeve, I just think this is stupid. This is just actually just like ignorance from the devs. There's the Valentine's units, right? Like this, the Melascula, or the Christmas units like the Lilia. They shouldn't be 600 gem banners. The summer, like Summer Merlin stuff, they shouldn't be 600 gems. They should be step ups, like Summer Roxy, right? Or like the Liz we got. They should all be step ups. Every single time, no like exception, just because the unit's good or bad or whatever. Just always, or there's 2 units, I don't care, make it a step up, because if these units are never going to return, then obviously people like will feel the need to summon on them even if they're bad, just because, you know, we play this game mainly for collection. And if we can't get these characters, and for like another half a year or a year, or they're gonna return some horrible band that I don't want to summon on, then having them be 600 like main unit releases is just absolutely stupid. Like they're not bad units, right? Lilia's broken. I think Melascula's broken. Summer Merlin is broken. But 600 gems for those, and then going into another 600 gem banner, and then going to a fest is not it. It's just stupid. So just make them step ups, because that's what they should be. And I think the same thing for collabs too. Now, obviously having collabs be super limited, I think that's fine, because it makes you feel like right, it gets more people to actually play the game when the collab is out. And then it might get some new people hooked, or it gets some people that didn't play the game much, but they return because of the collab. They might start playing the game again a lot. Whatever, right? It's cool that they're limited, but I shouldn't have to spend 5,000 just to get all the characters. They're either never going to return, or KOF, because I think KOF is easier to return than I think Slime, because with KOF you'll have, like, Netmarble owns the KOF All-Stars game, so I mean, it makes sense. But the other collabs might not ever return, and it's just going to be difficult for them to get these characters if they're all like always 600 banners, 600 units, and then those should have like 2% feature rates. You should be summoning for the collab characters. If I'm a new player, I just started the game, you don't get that many gems if you start out. The way you get gems in this game is by like saving up for weeks, because you get a lot over the course of time, and not like in a burst, because story doesn't give you that much. So what you should do is keep these collab characters at like really high rates, so these new people that started because of the collab can actually get those characters and then play the game with their favorite characters, and then eventually, you know, start liking the other ones, maybe even watch the show. You know, it's a win-win for everyone if everyone can get the characters. Collabs should be a fun thing for the community, not a, oh no, I only have 2,000 saved up. Like, it should not be that. It should not be that case. Never. Horrible. And then especially don't think that after collab you can just be like toodaloo here's a fest banner. Oh, Toodaloo, here's another collab, right? Like we had Stranger Things, ReZero, and Fest Eldris. Not cool. And then we had Anniversary, and then the month after. Not cool. It's just not cool. And this game, before Global released and before Global showed how to exploit people's wallets, it was fine. We had step-up banners for everything, almost. For everything that was like good. There was no festivals yet before Global came out. And then banners and everything was fine. Everything was just better, bro. Everything was better. It was more free-to-play friendly. I feel like the devs actually listened to the community more because units have been changed before release. We had, well, I mentioned this later, units stat changes. We used to have these too. I'm missing them. When Assault Melee released, I already, like, at that point I already thought, okay, we're never going to get changes again, because we didn't for a long time. Then with Assault Melee, we actually got changes again. And like Gallant got buffed, Monspeed got buffed, I think Derriere got buffed too, I think Velasquez got buffed as well, like their subsets. And that's what keeps characters relevant a lot of times, because you're unable to make more than 5 different cards. Everyone just has the same 5 cards to just recycled on other characters. So the cards they have in a lot of cases are good. Their passive is in a lot of cases still good. It's just that their stats can't keep up with all these people having 150% crit chance and 300% crit damage, 900% crit resistance, 5000% crit defense, 1 million attack, 700,000 CC. Like, you know, you have to buff these old characters in some way just to be able to keep up. They don't have to be like meta, broken, or on par, but just, you know, if we look at this character, right, who is a character a lot of people have invested in as well, and we look at this, and my guy has 0% base crit resistance, 0% base crit defense, you could maybe change that. Maybe, just maybe, increase that to like 50. Just 50, okay? So that when the one swings at me, I know I'm not taking 500k damage. I know there's a coin flip chance I only take like 200k, and then I live, and I can heal because that's his whole point, and I can stun him. Which the one has debuff immunity. Oh no, I can't stun him. Unlucky. But you get the point, okay? It's not cool. Like these old units having these horrible stats. 20% resistance. You hit this character, he explodes. He's horrible. This thing is not good anymore, right? But you could run him if his stats were okay, because as cards, this is a great card, and this is generally in nowadays meta with so many debuffs going on, is not a bad card. It's a good card, and his ultimate is not bad either, because it's from the time when this game was actually good. You know, so maybe buff these old units again. I know it's difficult, but you know, I'm just saying. Right. PvP coin shop is garbage. There's no way I have to play this game for like 7,000 years to be able to buy 2 SA coins. I have not. Okay, I think I spent my coins recently, but we can just do the math, okay? I used to be a math teacher and English teacher, so I can show you. I will prove to you with facts that this game PvP shop is horrible. So if you look at this, all right. I know my rank right now, yikes. I know, I'm sorry, okay? Don't worry, I'll fix it. I said I'm gonna fix it yesterday, but I was busy, so I'm sorry. I'll fix it today. Right. Let's say you're in Challenger, okay? You're in Challenger. You're godlike at this game, right? You spend 5 million a month on this game. You're in Challenger. You're big chilling. You get 3k coins a week, okay? 3k coins a week. So in a month, you would get 12k, right? Makes sense? 4 weeks, 3k, 12k. We go to the shop now, and I go to, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Right, and we go here. So every month I can buy 2 of these. Every month I can buy 2 of these. So in a year I can buy 3. Yeah, that's how the math works. I don't make the rules. It's so stupid. I don't know who thought, like, I think they all typoed. I think on every single one of these, they just added a 0 on accident. They just like, this is worth 20k. This is worth 20k. You tell me this is worth 20k. You tell me this is worth 20k. Getting a Death Pierce is worth 20k. Getting a Bellion, that's worth 20k. That's worth 20k to you? Okay, that's worth 20k to you. You tell me this is worth more than an SA coin. Well, let me exchange these. Let me exchange these to SA coins then. Please, if you think they're worth this much, please let me exchange them. Right? If you think these nah, dude, I know this times 6 is the other one, but like, just bro, there's no way. There's no way that they think that any of this is like reasonable in any sort of way. And I said this considering your challenger, right? Which is like, there's like 7 people in there. You just fight bots that because there's only 7 people in there, because no one cares enough, because the shop sucks. And the top 100 units will come out like once every 4 years, and then they're bad anyway. They're just trophies, which is cool and all, but I'm just saying no one's in challenger, right? Your average player is going to be in like plat on geared, because you reset past ranks, right? So if I'm champ 5 and I'm champ 5 in the week, next week I'll be master 1, and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to play anymore because I'm masters 1 now, and then eventually get to plat. And most people I think are like in plat. Most people actually play in plat. You get 500 a week, so it would take me like 17 years to buy 1 SA coin, and I don't think that's okay. So change that, thank you. PvP coin shop, yeah, okay. Holy relics are a great idea but poorly implemented. So when they like added them, I think, oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh wait, I put this is the team. This is the thing I wanted to put here. Lol. Holy relics are great. They're just poorly implemented because they should be like Dokkan EZAs. They should make old units like good again, right? Not like top tier like meta, but like actually like an option that you could consider running, and not just minuscule buffs to already good units like the one getting 30% defense shred. And also not just focus on one team, which is just Bond, or you get Arthur, you get Kiyo, you get Terry, you get Bond's relic, you get Twigo's relic, you get your mother's relic. It's all just for Bond's team, except, you know, some other ones. Like, I get focusing on Bond, he's the anniversary unit, most people summon him, so might as well, because like that's probably the most free-to-play option if you just give it to him. This unit is boring, stinky. Give me other units to work with. I want to use all these units. There's no reason to get them up, because when am I going to use this worthless unit? He doesn't even have that good CC anymore. Why and when should I use him? Right? Where is this holy relic? What is this holy relic? It's bad. Why would I use this? It's so bad. It's so bad. All these holy relics released for characters are just horrible. Roxy has the most creative one. Let's look at what Roxy's is. Okay, I'll translate for you. Gain stats. Oh, sorry. Gain stats. That's all it is. Wow. Oh, this unit's great again. No, and it's just basic stats, not even like sub stats, so it's just bad. They won't keep up. You know what's a good holy relic? I think genuinely, I think Eskunos relic is pretty good, because Eskunos relic gives him what do you call it? It gives him attack based on half of his defense. I thought it was a third, but I guess it's half. But that's a good holy relic, right? Merlin's holy relics, they're okay, but nothing really game changing. And then we have my favorite, the one I cannot stress over how much I love this relic. How they thought, you know what, he needs it, his CC isn't high enough, let's give him some stats. And then also, yo, I think he needs to only PvP though, shred a third of the defense. If this wasn't PvP, this would actually be not that bad, because in the bird, in the 4th phase, he could probably, like, it'd be a lot easier to get him to hit damage cap on the 4th phase in the first fight, right? And then it's just sad, bro. Wait, does Connor Melly have a holy relic? I don't think so. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, the mascot of the game, the one that's on every poster everywhere, doesn't have a holy relic. Interesting, right? Interesting, right? Just give them. Okay, let's look at this too. He's 90 SA6, right? I have like a lot of outfits for him. 37 crit chance, which that's fine. His passive gives him crit chance. Okay, so that would still work. Could still buff it to like 50 though. 19% crit resistance, 45% crit defense. He gets hit once, he's dead. You could stand at full HP, it wouldn't do anything, you just die. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of characters, they just don't have a relic when they should, and then a lot of characters that shouldn't have a relic have one, and then their relic is just irrelevant and just whatever, right? Festival should be the last characters to get a relic, unless it's like Fest King, bro. Poor guy. Not this guy, not Harlequin King. Not Big Boy King. I'm talking about the 1 week you know, hit it and quit it week King. He needs a holy relic, bro. He needs a holy relic and a half, and he needs support, because I don't know what he like, what is wrong with him, because he has 87% resistance, he has 90% crit resistance. You hit him once, he dies. I don't understand. Oh wait, I read the wrong stat. I'm sorry. He has 66% resistance, which isn't bad. And he has 91% crit resistance. You hit him once, he's dead. So I don't understand how that works. Make him have just more tanky. Thanks. I don't know, but just in general, a lot of units just need like buffs, and not just festivals, and not just bad buffs. Like, actually give meaningful buffs. I think right now, if you've never done the bird, that's completely okay. That you're completely fine, because unless you play the bond team, you don't really need it. It doesn't, no holy relic will enhance your team by like great margin or anything. Gem gain, if they change the banners to everything, I think gem gain is fine. But with how expensive the game right now is to keep up with all the releases, even if you like spend money, you have to spend so much money. You have to spend like 1k a month, I think, to keep up at 1.6. That's how I feel. Probably not. It's like probably like 500, 400 ish. That's still a stupid amount. If you go for 1.6 though, it's just 1.6. If you go for 6.6, you have to spend like 1k each banner, and then still get lucky. Just add PvP gems to geared rank, right? Add them to the PvP shop with coins, and then increase the coins you get by like 1 million, or like remove the 0 on all the items in the shop. And then just give us gems from like other resources in general as well. Provide us with events that actually give good gem rewards, right? If I go to this, I haven't even done it yet. This little thing, I think you get a gem for clearing it for the first time. I think so. And then you get nothing here. You get, if we go to the shop, you just get a bunch of bad things. I need to do this event still, by the way. I will do after, right after this. And then you don't get anything. And so you never feel incentivized to do the events, right? You never feel incentivized to actually play the game. Like, you get your weekly gems from PvP, right? If you feel like it, you can do your dailies, because they actually give you a decent amount, right? They give you 5. I swear they give you 5. Well, it depends, right? Sometimes there's like special things. Anyway, just increase the gem gain. Like, it's not okay. Like, back then when the game was good, like the gems we got that was great, you could keep up as free to play in like at least some sort of way. Nowadays you just can't. Like, it's just not happening. You're not keeping up as free to play. Even if you're a dolphin, you're not keeping up. You'll still have to choose like what bands you want to summon on everything. So yeah, then next thing, Ragnarok. I mean, I don't know like how little your team knows about PR or like anything that has to do with human interaction. No way you have this whole live stream, you talk about all this great stuff, you make it so hype, whole presentation, everyone, their dad reacts to it, and then what you do, the next thing you do is just not do anything with it. You release the hypest characters. You release Meliodas Sigurd first, both of them bad/mid, and that's it. And then like then it's like whatever, like the Scotty no one cares about. You release a story chapter every now and then. It is what it is, bro. Who cares? And not hype. And I swear, and I'm so glad Nagato said the same thing. I swear they said there's gonna be an anime. I swear they said there's gonna be an anime. Or like they made it out to be like there's gonna be an anime. So it's just messed up. It's so messed up that they make this whole thing. They scam us for like half a year with all these festivals and collabs back to back. They steal our money, and then they make Ragnarok, which I felt like was like a thank you to us, the most irrelevant, boring, whatever thing. It's so no one cares about Ragnarok. I'm not saying I care about it. I think it's cool. It's just that they don't do anything with it. But if we just look at YouTube numbers outside of Sigurd release, no one cares. No one gives like, you know, anything. No one. There's no way you can motivate someone to care about something that you promote in a way that makes you feel like you look like you don't care about it either. Right? Give us little anime clips every now and then, right? Give us like an opening or something. You don't have to make a full anime, right? If that's not a thing that's actually happening, whatever. But yeah. Oh, okay, anyway. And then, what the hell? Alright, and then, the next thing. The amount of resources needed to fully upgrade, I was confused by something I saw on my other screen. The amount of resources needed to fully upgrade one unit should be considered a crime. It's 58 SA coins if they're 1.6, and it's like 46 or something if they're 1.6, right? It's around that thing, right? But it's almost 60 SA coins and 21 pendants, and a lot of demon materials, which like by now, like it's actually a lot you need. Like it's actually an ungodly amount you need, from like 60 to 90. And if you're a new player, it's gonna take you ages to get your units up, and then it's gonna take you ages to get your units for PvP up, and then it's gonna take you ages to like actually get to the ranks where you get gems a week, and then you're gonna have all these banners, and then for the first like 3 months of you starting the game, you're not gonna have fun, because you feel like no matter how much progress you make, you'll never be there. If your account isn't established from like years ago or months ago, or you don't play this game like a lot, and you do like 6 demons every day or 12 demons every day, whatever, with like friends and everything in a Discord or something, and you don't keep up every day, it's not a lot, right? They changed the monthly now to actually give materials because I think they realized how much it is. They said they're going to streamline the process of maxing out a unit. They said that when Merlin released, no, before Merlin released, before they announced, like when they said level 90 will be coming, right? They said, oh, but don't worry, we'll make it easier to get him to 90. What way did it make it easier? I just see more resources. They didn't change anything about the previous ones. So that's messed up. I don't know, just change it. It's like the simplest like thing. It's just wrong, and there's no like justifying it. Reduce it, half the coins or triple the coins we get from rewards, and then half the pendants, half the XP you needed for like all the levels. Let me have one button that's just, all right, they're like, you are 60 now. I click the button, boom, there you are 60 out of 90 now, and then I level them up. Let me have that as well. Don't make it feel like a chore, make it feel like a reward when I actually have the resource to get a unit up. Anyway, PP, I think PP is balanced. I made like a list, give me 1 second, of like units you can run, I think, and that was very like, I think you can run a lot more units than this in PvP and make it to champ 1, right? That's the goal. You can make it to champ 1 with so many teams, right? You won't win every match, obviously, but you'll definitely get to champ 1 every week if you really want to in ungeared. In geared it's like difficult because like who's gonna make you argue for Easton? Actually, a lot of people. You guys are all sims, but you get the point. I think like these units are all like good enough to be ran, and there's more that you can run as well. And a lot of these units you can just get. I think PvP is fine balance wise. I think people that complain about like PvP are stupid. The next thing is that we need PP modes. Its balance will give us more modes, and I don't mean PP rules, because PP rules, you guys somehow don't know how to make them. They either give you more HP, they punish you for attacking by giving you ignites, or they give you damage reduction, and that's not fun. All right, you just shouldn't promote like defensive play in PvP because that just drags out the matches and makes them boring. Add a mode, add new modes, right? Forget PP rules, just add more modes. Give us an SR, I thought I'm pausing the video. Give us an SR only mode, give us a Ragnarok characters only mode, right? And then actually release SRs for Ragnarok as well, maybe, and rares, you know, just a possibility. Give us a 2v2, just like you just put 2 units in a team. Give us a team A and team B thing that you had for this little crocodile fight that no one cared about, right? That you had nowhere else. Like, start implementing things you actually have that are pretty cool. And then give us a teams PvP where you can like, I can be like, yo, Nagato, let's queue up, right? There's a little guy standing here. We talk to him. I invite him from the friends list. We're in there, we queue up against 2 other people, not bots. Because one thing, a lot of people play Grand Cross. PvP is actually pretty alive, but the matchmaking sucks. If me and my friend are in the same rank and we queue up at the same time, there's a chance we don't fight. We both fight bots. Because the matchmaking is horrible. So fix that as well, but just give us new modes. I don't know. And then trading dungeon is a joke. Everyone knows it. The revamp they did is horrible. The rewards you get are nothing pretty much still. It never feels worth doing it, so I'll never do it. I did it once. I did like 10 keys in a day because I needed it for like 1 UR gear equipment, which, you know, that's just, you just need 10 runs to get 6 apparently. And then the whole weekly key change is dumb, and everyone agreed, I think on the Japanese forums even. We should get 1 key a week for both things. I think we should get more, but instead just up the things you get from the like dungeons, right? The anvil dungeons give us more than 750. SA dungeon give us more than 1 coin. We should get 200, generally 200. Might sound crazy, but when we got the 100 coins for like a celebration, what? That's 1 character and then like a little bit left over. That's not cool. Give us more. That dungeon should give us 200 max difficulty if you have Liz, right? And also make the same change that you did to the anvils. Make it so people have a whole day to clear it, because you only get 1 key every other week, and then you can't even SA 16 with all the rewards you get from 1 key every 2 weeks. That's stupid. And then give people an actual free way. This is my biggest point generally, actually, the thing I dislike the most. Give people an actual free way to obtain the outfits of a character / make them cheaper. I'm not talking about gem sales and everything, because it's still absolutely, it's just disgusting how much it costs to buy the outfits. 30 gems should be a full set, I think, and then have it make the prices if you want to buy them on release cheaper. Make it 10 per set, not like 18 or what it is, because it's like more than 50 to make a unit usable that you just spend $300 on to even pull 1 copy, because you had to go to 900, right? It shouldn't be that expensive to get a unit up, or like up and running usable to any extent. So yeah, that's the thing I think is cringe, right? And then the next thing is just unit sets. I just said this earlier, like when they added Gallon and they made his crit damage higher, his crit resistance, his crit defense, same thing with like 1 speed and everything. When they changed that was really cool. And back in the day, like with Hauser, they made him go from 0 pierce rate to 20 pierce rate, which was really good. And with like King, I think they changed some things too. Just they used to change things, and they stopped doing that. And I don't want to have this game become like a Legends where we just abandon the stat changes and we would just release more broken units to compensate for it, which I don't want that. You don't want that. Let's just not have that. All right. Anyway, that's everything I dislike with the game. Now I think the game, generally speaking, is in an okay state. It's a little expensive, which I don't like, which it shouldn't be, and it didn't used to be. So they should change that. But other than that, I think the game is okay. And I think people were overreacting with the whole fixed 70 cents thing. Yeah, that's my take on it anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for me. Ciao.